and today we'll be going over all of the outfits in the game, how viable are they, which ones you should look out for, and what to do with them in your daily runs. This video is mainly focused on trying to help new players with playing the game and actually win their clashes. Obviously, first and foremost, you're looking at the starter, deck and outfit. They are very simple, they don't have much going for them, but they're still powerful in their own right. They're able to roll decently high, have a really good clashing tool in launch, being pretty consistent that even on rolling all tails you still have an 8, and they have a good way to recover posture for free, and even have a little block in that. You're likely going to lose clashes with this one, which is pretty bad, but it's a block dice, so it's not so bad. Next up, the absolute saving grace of any new player, most likely, Mirror Office Grade 7 Fixer. They have very high clashing values. This rolls at 21, their indecision is one good card, and they have Gamba, which means that 3 out of 8 of the cards in their deck are already above average and can perform well even in the library on EX levels. This is one of my own favorite decks and I run with it all of the time. Next up, well, for the outfits that's almost it for all of the decks that are actually good. Most of these ones are below average. A lot of them are kind of shit in general, like Axgang Executive. This rolls at 10, this rolls very badly, as opposed to even Start. There's K-Corp class 1 Riot Star, being the only Rapture outfit in the game, but Rapture sucks, honestly, so it's not even that good. They have okay roll values if you have nothing else, they're a pretty good saving grace for you. Maybe reliable grade 7 fixer if you don't have anyone else also, because they still have launch and War's basic slash, and the rare card is not bad. But as for our outfits, that's where most of the good stuff is, well, comparatively at least. First of all, full stop fixer, it's a questionable one. You should only use this if you have enough ways to gain proper strength to get really powerful and discriminate shots off. And for newer players it's very much not recommended, because they only have 21 ammo. And you spend it like crazy, you have 3 cards that spend 3 of it. And this one uses sub 4, and then you only have 2 cards that actually work well without armor, and they suck. I don't think I need to tell you that rolling F1 is bad. I would not recommend this to any new player at all, unless you have like 4 more friends with you. Next, Down Office Operator. This is also another one of my favorites. It's very good, very reliable, and simply fun. It's a boon outfit, but the boon is not even that important, because it just rolls really well, a lot like Mirror Office Grade 7. It has 2 cards that draw 1, and the cards you draw is the cards you play. Yeah, in this game, since you only have to pay sanity to play cards, you can just use as much cards as you'd like, so drawing cards used in cards is incredibly powerful. And of course, Cock of Down, it rolls a 19, it applies good boon and applies even protection. It's a really good card, especially if you're facing high rolling cards on the enemy side. There's not much else to say. It rolls high, it deals good damage, it applies boon, it has a really good block. If you have it, you should probably use its deck. Mirror Office Grade 5 is also well, it's okay. You should only use it if you don't have Mirror Office Grade 7, and then like, well, if you don't have a C outfit but have a R outfit, you're probably pretty unlucky. they're basically the exact same as Malorchis Cat 7, but they have weight up in place of slice, which might look better on the first might look better to you at first sight because one player recover 3 posture as opposed to the naked slice that is out here, but actually the way you gain sanity in this game is by winning your clashes. So if you simply win your clashes, you would never run into the problems that Slice has, which is, you know, being 3 coins. In everything else it's the exact same as Small Office Grade 7, only having one more passive. So I guess if you want more passives and you don't have any better outfit, you can just grab the outfit and then use the deck for Small Office Grade 7. Next up, Keiko plus 2 Security Chief, another... Well, I guess it is a hidden gem, but... it's not groundbreaking, it's not gonna be your go-to for the rest of the game, but it can get the job done, it can do some good numbers, it can hit the enemy pretty well. Trespasser spotted, it's like a mini, you know, lunch. Detain Trespasser rolls pretty damn good at 15, Arresting is a 16 roll. Good attacks too, there's not much you can say about it. It simply rolls well, it gets the job done, it has good healing on it, with K-Cop Impulse passive and 2 Impulse. The block is pretty damn bad and you should remove it immediately, but then again that's true for every single other deck in the game. Then my personal favorite, well, not one of my favorites, Kurokomo Bakashu. Nothing extraordinary. You can see here they have a really good block, but also pretty good average posture cost, being 4, which is pretty damn high for this game. However, if you have this, you need one specific card to really boost it a lot higher than it honestly deserves to be. And over to passives. Singular Strike. Actions is only 1 offensive intent, switch base power and intent power. Gain 1 to 2 poison on successful attack. Actions is only 1 intent. And if you look over at the deck of Kurokomo Bakashu, then that's 4 plus 7, 5 plus 10, flips them, and you have a card that starts at 7, card that starts at 10, which is, like, frankly insane values for Tails rolls in this game. You don't even need to hit Tails to win some clashes against some enemies, especially in the back streets. And of course you can also then use passives to boost it even higher. With Blind Fire you can get 2 offensive power at start of combat, so turn 1 you just come out swinging a 12 plus 5 card without even hitting heads. And you also gain poise for free just for actually using your attacks, which is pretty good too. It can multiply your damage up to 1.5, which is pretty nice. I wouldn't recommend going all in on poise, but it's still a good idea to... It's a good idea to focus on the RAV slash aspect of it. There are 2 passives that directly buff slash after all, and of course you should equip Deep Wound if you aren't using the outfit. It stuns the passives with Skin Strike, leading to very good bleed application despite not having any bleed in their deck except for 1 Sudden Mist, but if you just have a singular Deep Wound or Kin Strike, then you can every single time hit the conditionals on Slice, giving 3 plus 30% damage, which is pretty good considering it's a 1 die card. And also Rules of the Backstreets draws 1 card each time that you use it, which... or not used but hit it, which is pretty easy. Which, as I've said before, is very good. The more cards you have, the more cards you can use, as long as you have sanity. And having two of them too is also still very good. Much like the office operator. You also have very good blocks despite their steep cost. 8 plus 4 is once again high enough for this game, and being a block, even if someone rolls a 19 on you, you would be taking a lot less damage. And even then, they have a defense level up buff on them, which of course only goes to make them even better. Next up, most of these are honestly pretty damn bad. Head Hoodlum is probably the worst one of all arcs in general. They have very low flashes, pretty damn bad cards. Dirty Blow rolls a 9. These cards that just really don't line up with anything, they don't get to outperform anything else, even starter outfit. If you are looking for an outfit in R and you don't have any of these, it's better off just staying at starter or smaller grade 7. 7 South S3 Director is probably one of the worst ones you could have, honestly. They look pretty damn good, but then they have a very high cost block, which adds a 5 plus 10 card by the way. In other words, rules of the backstreets, but on hit it applies you plus 1 damage up. Except engagement costs 4, it rolls really low and makes you take damage, and then the card you have is not even that good. It's not even that good. The only good thing here is Moonly Net and Field Command, but even then that's really not that good once again. There's just better options than this at almost all times. Anchor of Mittelhammer is a good one, but I would say it's mainly for team games, because Ruling Hammer can inflict offensive power down, but most of the time you're facing more than one enemy unless it's a boss, and if you get to the boss you're already doing good enough that you're probably not gonna have any trouble. In a co-op setting, however, the offensive power down can really help out your allies, especially if they're not clashing very well. Ponderous Inquisition is good, but this is not a negative sanity outfit, so you should really be careful when using it. You should only use it if the enemy doesn't have a attack that can outroll it after hitting heads, or if you just feel silly, I guess, and want to kill someone fast. Vicar Cleanup Crew is honestly not that bad. It's just outscaled by everyone else once again. They have a really good evade dice, and if you didn't know, when you win a clash with an evade dice, you gain sanity back to the roll, and that's, in other words, 15 sanity just by being this. But when you need sanity, you're low sanity, and you're not likely to roll heads at low sanity, so this is just a win more card, theoretically. Which does make it pretty damn bad, but the charge is nice. Ripple is also powerful, and also get another singular strike buff. Rolling a base of 12 is once again obviously powerful. I don't need to explain this, and Dimensional Rift is pretty damn good for a card, just 14 and give you some charge for maybe one of your passives, so just for buffing Ripple. This is a okay deck. It rolls pretty okay, it has a not that bad block, the effect that they have is not that good, but it's not that bad also. Yeah, this is just a poor man's dream, I guess. Then obviously at the south, all of these are good. I cannot really say much about them, because what is there to say? They're all high, they do their own funny gimmicks. The single strike full stop sniper rolls base 14, base 10, you have a really good dodge even in their region armor. There's nothing interesting to say about them. You use this, you roll high, you kill the enemy, and that's it. That is most of the outfits in the game, and which ones should be used and which ones shouldn't be. If you're also looking for passives, well, most of the time you can... Well, I use these ones. For slash decks, take Swordplay of the Homeland and Dark Cloud Blade. Usually I use Kurokumo Captain's outfit for the Dark Cloud Blade passive, so that I don't have to spend any attribution on it. But Swordplay of the Homeland if you have it and have enough attribution points in times like these. And Blind Fire. If you're just looking for a deck for anything, you should look out for, quite frankly, most of these passives. Blind Fire will never be a bad pick, because you gain sanity by winning clashes and lose sanity by losing clashes. So the first clash that you get is always one of the most important ones, and Blind Fire helps with exactly that. Winning your first clashes, getting your sanity high, and then you never have to worry about losing clashes. Grace of the Prescript is just a 1 in 3 chance to gain +1 strength. You know, at any point in time there are only 3 damage types, so there's a 1 in 3 chance that Grace of the Prescript gave you the one you needed. Deep Wound is surprisingly very powerful, even just for attribution. Whenever you win a clash, you apply 1 wounded, and 1 wounded deals 5 damage to the enemy. So every single clash that you win, that's 5 extra damage, which does stack up pretty quickly. If you just win 4 clashes, that's 20 damage for free, not even mentioning any bleed upkeep. Well, Fervor is also there, but getting that is very much not for the new player. You need very specific decks with it to even obtain. Scheme Prescript is also nice, it's just driving more, being able to do more. Yeah, self-explanatory. If you have it, you should take it. It's cheap for attribution points, it's good, and it's not that hard to obtain. And in times like this is also another really good one, as long as you use all of your cards. If you aren't having troubles with sanity, then yeah, just take it and gain free power up for simply existing. Also some of the more powerful cards are Nahide Win and Garrity and Lone Fixer, depending on, of course, what kind of deck and what kind of team you're running with. If you're going alone, that's 2 posture every single time and 1 clash power. Obviously easy money. If you're going with, you know, a team, that's +8 posture per turn, which is free, which is very good, very nice, helps even if you're losing consistently. And Nahide Win is just 3 posture, but you have to complete this quest at the rat right here. Margin is a bad one, I would not recommend this one. Most of the time you're not exactly in need for healing, so that should be just about it. And once again, to reiterate the good ones: Starter, Smaller Office Grade 7, Smaller Office Grade 5, Full Stop Fixer in questionable scenarios, Down Office Operator, Kurokumo Bakasho, every single SR, and Bicop Cleanup Crew. These are the ones you should look out for and try to opta if you want to opta and have the resources. Thank you for watching.